What's up, everybody? It's me again, and it's time to lean in, bitch. We're here for the Real Housewives of Potomac. This good ass episode. It is happy yesterday.
Ooh,
I'm already
Honey,
cussing.
what?
I'm already cussing because it was really good. I literally just got back today from DC, and I watched the episode 3 times.
Right.
watch it
Me
twice.
too.
So let
I
me
watched
fix
it
that
twice.
name. But it was a really good episode. But today, what's also special is we have the full panel for this show, which has not happened for a very long time. Some will be busy, some will be busy. But everybody here this week. So Antonio, Jasmine, Antonio, child, Asia.
Sorry.
Damn.
I just saw A, so I just saw A. Asia, Jasmine, Danny. Welcome back to the league for Potomac.
None of us wanted to miss reviewing this one.
Honey, what?
Clearly, that's
Right.
how
I
it
was
is.
like, I'm in town the
Okay.
right week. I'm in town the right week.
The game is like I literally at first I was risking it like trying to get back today because I was like if I don't take the early flight out I won't get back in time.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt in my spirit I wouldn't want to miss this one so I was like I'm glad I didn't. So yeah. Before we get started, of course, for those who are in the comments, thank y'all for joining. Let us know you here. Be sure to like the video. We're going to be talking about this show. Of course, we are going to have call-ins too. It's going to be a good episode. So let's just get into it. I feel like I know how we all think about the episode, but I want to ask everybody what's outside. Were there any moments that y'all remember outside of the event in the parking
tent.
lot? The tent, yeah.
Okay.
The camping.
I call it turkey leg hut.
The COVID testing site.
So we're gonna spend a lot of time talking about that, the COVID testing site. That took me out.
That took me out too.
I mean, there was some other moments, but before we talk about those moments, first, of course, I wanted to talk about. Of course, you all know I went to the album release party this past weekend, and it actually was nice. It was more. Go ahead.
We got to give you a shout out for actually being on the album too. You and
Hello.
Asia.
Yes, Asia too. Asia was
Yes,
there
I said
too.
you and Asia.
Congrats.
I'm on there 3 times.
Good.
Shout out to y'all.
It's always Candace.
Jasmine, Jasmine, we on air with celebrities right now.
I know that's right.
We ain't nobody. We just helping somebody out.
Just a volunteer.
Yeah. So no, I do want to ask y'all have y'all listened to the album?
Mhm.
Candace's album. Any song? What's y'all? If you had a favorite song, pick up. What would you like? What song do you like?
Mine is the one with Tracy Braxton.
Okay.
I love that
of course
song.
I like Drive Back, and I like Hands in the Air. I like that one.
Like that one.
I like
too.
it. Is it enough?
I
I like enough too.
Okay. Asia.
I think is it When? Is that the last one?
When? Yeah. When?
Yeah, that's
that
the
was
one I
nice
be
too.
bumping.
Yeah,
I like
that was
When.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if you're in the comments, let us know if you like the album, because I'm not saying you do. I don't want to assume, but if you do like the album or some songs, let us know what song you like. But as far as the album release party, it was nice, it was fun. I was actually one of her guests, like in her VIP section, so I literally sat right behind. I actually stood. If y'all didn't know, I started back walking slowly.
Hello.
But I was
scooter.
right behind the housewives, and there was Sharice was there. Of course, you saw Gizelle, Robyn, Wendy, and a scholar.
So I have a theory now.
Go ahead.
Okay.
After seeing what Robyn had on
at the release party,
yeah,
I
kind of feel that she might help Gizelle dress because
I didn't even realize it was her until I kept looking like, no, that's not Robyn. But I think for her, what I realized because I saw people comment was like, what they got on. It was really more of a club, a whole club event. You know what I'm saying? With featuring her singing. So I think for her, that may be club attire. Unfortunately,
really?
For her, I don't know.
Okay.
Because I mean, Gizelle dressed better than her though.
Gizelle did look better, than her. I thought everybody.
They go back and forth for sure.
Wendy's dress was nice.
Wendy's dress was nice.
She's like a cute little Barbie.
It was a club event. Like it was just there was a whole fight at the club, child.
I saw. Okay, what happened? Did Chris knock somebody up?
This actually happened before it even got packed in there. I was like, how are y'all even fighting at this point? Like, what are y'all fighting about?
Maybe that was Mia. Maybe that was Mia trying to get in.
But let me tell you, the funniest part when it happened. Listen, the funniest part when it happened, Wendy literally, because it was some song ago. Wendy said, they fight. And then she was like, ooh. Then she sat down. Once she realized I may need to not let
as long as the cameras weren't there.
She was lit. Her and Eddie, they were lit. Of course, she was not near. She was not near Gizelle. Giselle was kind of stern, sitting in one spot with Sharice. Robyn and Skylar was around Wendy, and they talked. Skylar talked to Wendy, but Robyn really wasn't. I don't think Robyn talked to Wendy. She was really
Wendy ain't losing no sleep.
She really was all within Eddie. I would say that.
So, I mean, if my man was there too, I'll be bumping and grinding on him too. Like I'm not about to be worried about no
Idris.
Especially if
I'm not about to be worried about no fiance when I'm a wife.
Especially if he looked like Eddie.
Eddie is fine.
I just want to let y'all know that I used to love Sharice on season 1. That was my friend. I loved her. So
you want to? Oh, okay. Well, if you want, I think you on the island with that one.
I know a lot of people didn't like her, but I got her.
I hated hearing her speak. I hated her voice.
I did. I really did too.
Very nasal.
Let's see. So let's get into the actual episode. I don't want to spend too much more time on it. It's been 6 minutes, child. Good.
Oh, I love Candace. Candace's boots were a star too. Them boots she had on.
I didn't really like the boots that much.
I did.
I like the second outfit with the.
I love the outfit. The second outfit. If you notice, those were the same leggings that Marlo had on that same day, earlier today. It was like a whole little. It was like a whole little black little jumpsuit she had on. Like you didn't see it.
I don't pay attention to Marlo too much.
Well, no, I saw it on one of the pages. I don't follow Marlo like that.
I thought she was cute both outfits.
Yeah.
Well, she might be a little too old to wear them.
So in this episode, Robyn and Gizelle are hosting their lunch podcast event at Gizelle's house or construction site or whatever you want to call it at that point. Yeah, and the first thing that comes out, obviously, which we're going to talk about it later, is that she felt like she didn't want the girls to come in her house. She wanted 2 of the girls to come in her house, Wendy and Gizelle. But I did like that Robyn personally was like, no, Gizelle. Like, but as I watched the episode, I feel like she really cared. I think it was just some. Go ahead.
Robyn cared about the optics of it. She probably was right along with Gizelle, shade them, but she cared about the optics.
Right.
I mean, I just feel like that. But I don't know though, because sometimes that Robyn that I remember back in the day, she seeps back through. I really just thought that she thought it was dumb. Like you ain't gonna let them use the bathroom. Like you gonna let them pee on themselves. Like I just felt like it was just kind of it caught her off guard because it was so stupid.
Yeah. Like I'm not co-signing that. That's dumb. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not co-signing that. That's ridiculous. Like even as a friend, you can tell somebody that shit.
Kudos to Robyn for saying something, for disagreeing with
maybe I just doubt it because she never does speak up. So maybe to me, I'm still skeptic. I still feel like she just cares about how it looked.
Yeah. I mean, Danny, exactly what you said, but also like it is dumb. Like,
it is dumb.
If we're gonna hold him, let's hold him a different type of way.
I clapped for her at first, and I said, "Hold on."
Right.
I think you're just fronting for the camera, but
calm down.
Okay. But then they get past that, and then we gonna skip through these earlier scenes to get to the good part. But I did want to mention some parts because this kind of was weird to me when Karen was with Ray and she like grabbed the phone to call. What was going on with that? Did she think did somebody call his phone?
You said it was a joke call. I said, what the fuck?
Somebody texted him and said he was handsome.
It was cringy to me.
Yeah.
And I was like,
did she call her?
She did call her. She was just like, "This is Ray's." What she say?
This is Raymond Huger.
Yeah,
and we were all. Everybody was just like, "Okay, girl." That
was right after her manager left, the Candle lady, right?
Yeah.
Y'all ever seen A League of Their Own?
Yes.
Yes.
I love
that. Remember Marla Hooch?
Who?
Marla Hooch, the one who she kind of look strong in the face.
The one that had
that's what her publicist looked like.
She was the one that was kind of like real shy and it was kind of like this.
With her shoulders up,
she never talked, but she could hit that motherfucking ball.
I googled it today.
Nobody. I mean, when I started, I was like, ain't nobody thinking about Ray like that, girl. I'm pretty sure that if somebody is texting him, it's somebody that is trying to sell an ad. Maybe somebody from Mary Kay.
Yeah, it's Karen from another phone trying to have.
Hey, handsome. What about some makeup?
Ain't nobody trying to get down with Ray. No shade.
Yeah. That was Karen from another phone.
Telling him about his car rebate or some shit.
And she needs to stop making him like she was like, Ray, come here and get the car. That man is getting too old.
Right.
Picking up stuff out the car. Now, y'all need to find somebody else to help y'all run out because he is not that same age.
That ain't him no more.
That's why he like, I know you want to do your business and stuff. Girl, please don't involve me.
Well, yeah, right. And then we had Mia and her husband and her mom. And the first, I remember we talked about this scene earlier, where not this scene, the earlier part of the season, whatever it was, when she met with her mom. We felt like it was a nice scene. Now, honestly,
this was cringy.
I thought it was cringy too. I
feel like she's kind of making her mom look really bad.
Yeah.
Instead of her trying to move forward with her, it's like she cannot let go of whatever happened in the past. And it's just like, okay, it's kind of like you said, cringy. But
it is. It's like you're trying to use your mom now for a moment on TV.
Right.
Yeah. And then to hear that the mother and the sister have a great relationship.
Right.
It's like, well,
jealousy.
You jealous. And it goes back to a comment she made on the the after show or whatever. Candace is a spoiled brat. You just mad because Candace's mama has been around this whole time and she likes her. And yours just really apparently don't like you.
I mean, she said that when she was little, she was like, "You had just like your daddy. I can't stand her." Like it slipped out of her mouth. I feel like it just slipped out. I feel like that I would hope that Mia had a conversation with her mama and her sister before she went on that show if she felt like that, because she's making them both look a little,
But it's funny. The housewives we see that don't have a relationship, their mom kind of acted like her and Kenya have a lot of similarities.
Yeah, they do. There's a comment here that he's Cody, who I stayed with over the weekend. Child, thank you for hosting me, big brother. Mia's husband came off as the parents of both of them at the table. Mia should have had the convo separately. I agree. He was kind of giving his little comments. I'm like, okay, I understand you a husband, but hush.
But the kids shouldn't have heard that either.
That's what I was thinking. Like, why are you doing this in front of the babies?
Right.
I
didn't like that.
Doing there.
Yeah.
Yes, Belinda, I agree.
Exactly. You can't use your mother's addiction as a plot line.
Then she gonna tell them. I bet she gonna tell them that she actually had 20 years. Like she just kept digging that shit.
But she couldn't tell what she went to jail for.
But she couldn't tell.
You tell them.
We know it's about drugs.
You got your mama all the way out on the front line.
I'm just saying, we know that's what it has
to tell everything else. Might as well tell us what the charges were, honey. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I understood.
You told us you got your clip done. You told us everything else.
But you can, And then, but you asking about other people's finances. You asking about other people's family members, but you can't tell us about yours.
Now that's the motherfucking truth right there. I mean, that's it. I really just with Mia. Sometimes I get that that sympathy feeling for her, because honestly, just like he said, those type of similar characteristics and traits with Kenya and stuff, they act out because they really just be wanting love and attention and stuff like that. So sometimes I do kind of feel like, damn, that's why she's like that. But at the same time, she's already broken down what her mother has went through. She went to jail, she went to rehab, she got out, and she's been clean for 7 years. That's a disease. So at the end of the day, you're gonna either be empathetic to it and then work with her, because sometimes I know that we're the children, but and we expect our parents, single parents and stuff. You're like, I want them to come to me. I'm the child. But sometimes when you see that your parents or whoever is in need like that, or needs that type of moving around. Okay, she's with her sister all the time. Then you show up there without your family. You come by yourself.
You got people to watch your kids.
See, for me, it's hard for me. I can't. I don't find sympathy in it because my mother was abandoned and went from group home to group home and foster homes. And it drove my mother to be a different person. Like my mother, it came to us and it drove her to be kind to everybody because she didn't have that growing up. So, I mean, that's why I don't sympathize with it, because I know you don't have to be that way.
Yeah.
All I know is you better stop putting my business out on TV, bitch. That's how I feel.
That's my storyline.
First of all, bitch, you gonna try me. Stop trying me, girl.
Yeah.
I hang out with your sister and her kids because I like them.
So how you feel that her mama's going to react seeing this coming back? Like in the moment, you ain't gonna. She didn't know that shit was going on.
I personally, I feel like I don't think she's gonna relapse. She could. But I do feel like she has conversations with her beforehand. I do think she probably is like, Mom, we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna pay you some money. I feel like it's given like it's given like it's playing. Like she's a very calculated type woman.
Yeah.
And so I feel like her mother don't give me the type to just be sitting there getting like bashed on like that all the time. I feel like she would be, there's no way she's walking into this blind without knowing what's gonna be said. Her mother doesn't give me that. She seems like she's still a smart woman and would not take no bullshit.
It seemed like this time she was a little blindsided by the conversation, because she was like, "Well,
it looked like she thought it was done."
Yeah, she was like, I'm trying. And I was like, yeah, your mama trying.
Somebody said she apologizes every scene, JP Rob, and now it's like it's getting like to the point where all right, Mia, like let it go.
And not let it go, but give her a break.
You know who she should be friends with?
Who?
Ashley mama.
Yep. No, I don't know because we don't know what Ashley mama doing now. Listen. I ain't trying to be up. Listen. I ain't trying to say
they remind me of each other for some reason.
No, I know they similar, but they might not be a duo we need right now.
I'm not doing this.
Well, that's because I don't want Mia and Ashley to become a power team either. Because that'd be too much.
They already trying.
If you watch the after show, you'll see. The after show, are we gonna talk about that too?
Well, Mia go anywhere the wind blows. So
yep.
Ashley, this episode proved that she has nothing going on.
And absolutely. Let's get into it. I mean, let's wait.
She serves no
we're
purpose
gonna
anymore.
talk about. I wanted to kind of braze over there because we're gonna talk about a lot of this in the actual event of the day of the event. But I do want to say that the candle thing, I'm tired of production. Like they try to make a beef out of it, but Wendy's like not taking it, and I'm glad because I really think they're using the same clip of Karen saying mine is a 3 week. I mean, I'm sorry, 3 weeks.
They are
like, girl, y'all let it go. They don't want to beef. They cool. Let it go.
And they're probably telling her to make sure to emphasize that too.
Yeah. Well, I think it's
that's
the same
what they're
clip.
giving Karen. Yeah, they probably whoever is her producer is like pushing it and keep asking.
Yeah.
But me, I think their model is different.
Cody is not here for it.
Wendy's is e-commerce based, and Karen is old school. She still want people to go to the store,
right,
and buy it. So it is different. It is different because I'm not gonna find a store to go get Karen candle.
Right.
How Karen gonna?
I still ain't seen the dime in the store, but that's
I ain't seen.
I ain't seen nothing.
I haven't either.
No hats. I ain't seen no.
And I've been in Saks.
No.
Well, I thought they was at Bloomingdale's, not Saks.
I've been everywhere. I've been both stores.
I don't go in the store. I go online, and I do see it on the.
But I thought that she was. What's that like? GTV, like not GTV, but would they be like QVC or whatever?
Something like that.
Home Shopping Network.
Shopping Network or something. I thought she was doing stuff like that and going online. So I don't know, child.
I mean, do you stay up late? Do you stay up late and watch it, Jack?
Antonio said he's seen it online at Bloomingdale's. It was on Bloomingdale's. It was at Bloomingdale's.
Oh, okay. It was on Bloomingdale's.com.
Did you buy it, Antonio?
I don't think he bought it.
He ain't buy it.
Okay, Antonio, you seen that then.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, friend.
So let's talk about the actual event because we got a lot to discuss. I have a whole notes. I was just like, oh my God, because I watched it so many times.
It was a longer episode too, right? It was like an extra half hour.
Minutes.
It was 54 minutes total, which is like an hour and 15 over. That's without commercials. So that's like an hour and 15.
Yeah, because they said we're only getting 4 minutes of commercials total the whole episode if you add up the commercials.
Oh, that's good.
So so that's the start of the actual event. You find out that Gizelle hurt her foot, so she has this little boot or whatever.
Oh, twins.
And right. And I'm just gonna say
did you know I forgot about that?
When happened?
I saw that ugly pink sneaker she had on, I was so pissed off.
But you hear a scholar tell her like, Beyonce had a heel on, girl.
You know, right? I like it.
But this come in here where Brooke said they need to give the editors a raise because they edited the hell of this episode to where I didn't know if I was watching a movie, a show. It was just entertaining. I was fully entertained.
It was
the first time I didn't want an episode to end in a long time.
I agree. You gotta know
hallucinations.
The longest out there. They probably was the filming for the longest. But everybody basically was shading this damn house. Now we have all Antonio. I don't know where at what point in the early part of this filming this for Potomac, we talked about that house like a dog. We said she just take that house, break it down, build another
match the colors.
She clearly did not listen, and in this scene. That I don't understand. If anything, why not just move your construction to another day? Why? It's like she really wanted to be talked about at this point. Because
she likes getting hoed. Let's be clear.
I think she thought it was gonna have a different effect. I think she thought it was gonna be like these girls see that I got money and I'm having work done. I think she thought that's the effect it was gonna have.
Not with you piecing the house together. She's literally piecing the house together.
The inside of the house.
She added townhouses on each
Karen
side.
said that. Karen said that Gizelle thinks like I got a house. And she was like, good, nobody wants that house but you. Like,
But you.
And the inside of that house
I really
looks
thought
like
that. I thought
Disney
Pee
World.
thought.
Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse
okay.
with the furniture and the.
When
I
Karen
was
said
looking
that it
for
was
Dumbo
a
Ride. She was
COVID
just trying to
testing
do
and
that.
it looked like a COVID testing site for real, because there are literally COVID testing sites around the world that look just like that. She should probably look into that, and she can help. What's her name? Lisa Nicole Cloud.
Playing
Stop.
with us.
Stop.
Stop it.
The way
you ain't
production had changed the music when the balloons were falling on the ground.
Yes!
And all that.
It was
Oh
like
my
they
God.
made that house into a horror movie. That was American Horror Story Gizelle.
When Candace was walking up, it was like, oh God.
American
she was
Horror
like, oh my
Story
God.
Gizelle.
Oh my God.
What is this?
And she was moving back and forth like this, like Pee Wee
Herman
Herman was running. I couldn't do it.
You know what came to mind?
What?
When he said, "Ooh, this ain't the Oscars, honey. This ain't what I'm used to."
I thought it gave me that. It gave me Wu Child the Ghetto. It gave me every element of a mess.
But then wait, when Karen said, was the hallucinating, she said, I thought the goddamn house was gonna eat me. I was scared.
But then they pay into a little playground too.
Yes, I was like, is this the movie It? When the balloons was going, and Lord Jesus, I was like, this is too much. It just when it looked like Candace was running through the woods.
It is literally like she's running through the damn horror movie with the little shoes. I did not like those shoes.
and Brooke is right. Her daughters did not play with her.
Oh no,
her daughters don't like her.
Like, Mama, everything's blown away. It looked like it was a party for kids younger than them. It was
like that twin told her to stop chewing with your mouth open.
What have I been saying?
I rewind that motherfucker back 3 times because I was like, did she say that? Did she say that?
And I ain't never seen somebody so excited.
No, you would eat like a fucking giraffe. It was awful. Couldn't stand it.
And Gizelle was so proud that she was going to be serving a cheese board.
She was.
That she was eating.
Girl, did she say?
Okay, this. It was. We got a lot to talk about, but the little red carpet that they had right there, that like if you pan out on the scene, it was a fucking mess. From the balloons to the red carpet to the tent to the unmatched furniture, like terrible. But it's at the actual event, they kind of started off on a negative note, basically, by saying that, well, I want to invite y'all to my house. Thank y'all for coming. Everybody was like, oh, okay, the podcast. But, at first there were 2 people I didn't want to be in my house to pee. And so this is where, Wendy, in my opinion, was the first time she was attacked in this moment. Because honestly, when I look at the event from beginning to end, the event was a way to try to shade Karen and Wendy. That's really who all it was about. And I feel like Wendy knew going into it, but she wasn't sure. So I think she came more positive than she left, obviously, because Gizelle tried to make it seem like she came with a nasty attitude. No, she was actually okay. But after being attacked.
Right.
She basically grew to be like throwing shade, but she handled them well. So in this particular argument about the restroom and as far as the house, she basically said that Wendy talked about a house. This cannot be true because production found a video or anything like that.
Right. So Wendy said, I talked about your clothes. I talked about your dress.
And you saw that went right back to that.
And the only thing that they could have referenced, but Gizelle hadn't seen it, and she said, I hope she's not decorating Hotel Gizelle.
But she ain't seen that
too. Gizelle.
Yeah. But even then, like, that's still, she just said, I hope she's not decorating it. She ain't talking about, she still ain't talking about how. Has she even seen her house?
Yeah. She just made that up because on the phone, when she was talking to Robyn beforehand, she said she said that Karen was the only one talked about a house because she didn't. When she said Karen talked about my house, she said it was this, that, and then when she said Wendy, I'm just not sure if we're there yet. Like, I just feel like there's something.
She said she's not over
it. In that moment, she just made that shit up. So.
Yeah, in the moment, because we was all like, well, when did she talk about her house?
When?
The best part was
Wendy probably would have received it better if she said, I'm still not over what me and you were arguing about or whatever. Wendy probably would have received that better.
The person, this is a good point. So people that have talked about a house has been Candace, has been Karen, Maybe even Robyn and Ashley, but Wendy has never said anything about it.
Robyn did last night on Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah.
She said something before. Remember the last time
about the West Wing that it don't match. She talked. She
Right.
say that.
Did she say that again
Ashley
last
hasn't
night?
said nothing about her house for real though. She just went there the first time and it was under construction. I mean, the damn toilets didn't work. But I don't think that she's ever said nothing about the house, to be honest. You know, I don't even know
that scene. You know that scene where Candy and Phaedra are just looking at She by Sherede's lot and they just staring in the holes.
But
like that's what it was when Ashley went.
How do y'all?
She might have Sherede's construction team.
How do y'all feel about the flyer? Because that was the debate. They were saying like you had Ashley, the other girl saying the flyer was fine. I think it was. I didn't think it was. It was not uninviting. And then even kiss ass Mia was like, I really liked it. I thought it was cute. But
when I saw the flyer, instantly thought of Karen and Wendy.
Okay, so can we all agree that the damn flyer? I mean, I get
say it again, Cortez. Can we all agree that
can we all agree that flyer was fucking shady?
Yes.
Okay. Shade. If I had my little shady sign, it would be the shady.
But was it
reasonable?
Was it shade that you'd be like, do I want to go to this, or be like, oh, this is gonna be fun shade? If you got that
it would be shade. It's shade like, okay, let me get myself together to go to this. If I'm having a bad day, I'm not gonna go. If I can prep myself for this, then I'll go. If I can handle these hoes, I'm gonna go. That's what it gives me.
And Wendy was correct in stating you should have gave a little more context. When you're saying something shady like that, we didn't know your podcast is named that. We think you're trying to people you're already having an issue with. Honestly, let's just call a spade a spade.
Well, if I see the word haters, I say haters on the show too. But when I see the word haters, I'm gonna be like, give me 50 feet on Paul now. Because I don't know. I'm like, especially if I know I got an issue with this girl, like I probably shouldn't go.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised that Wendy actually went, but I think after that little goddess event or whatever the hell Mia threw,
right.
They kind of, I guess, I think she thought they were going to probably try to progress. I really do.
Yeah.
Right. But
that's a mistake.
And Wendy went there with an open mind, but Wendy seems like one of those people that if she really calls herself trying to move forward, she really is trying. Wendy did not go there with a bad attitude or anything.
At all. And I think that it was just gaslighting to even say that because they was trying, because the point, like you said, of the whole thing was to get in their ass. So they tried to flip it. But at the end of the day, she said with a Skylar and Karen that she felt like, it was kind of, whatever. And then in the confessional, she said, well, we was at the goddess thing and I thought we did it. So the flyer just threw me off. So the fact that they trying to act like we went to the nude party. Okay. But at the end of the day, like, it was supposed to be
we didn't know what that was.
Happiness,
but that's not going to be shady. It's a different thing. It's a different thing.
Right.
Well, they said basically she said, well, I wasn't going to come. Why weren't you going to come? Because of the flyer. Well, what's the problem?
Why she felt she basically like made her so right and why she felt like she probably shouldn't have come.
Yeah, she had bars
telling her that, oh, you can use my bathroom. And it's just like, and then you had Robyn saying, like, why was you gonna come? Because girl, you just said exactly why.
And then she said,
like I didn't
you're
go.
taking stuff so personal. And I just don't understand what the fuck they mean by that. Like you said these two people was gonna use your bathroom, and then now you're saying don't take it personal. Like you was you was about to make me pee myself.
She specifically said, oh, you're acting like she's calling you a hater. But then she said, yes, you and Karen are the haters.
Right. Hitting on this.
Okay.
Hitting on this.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know what I didn't know what the nude interlude was, but I came and she said, "Well, I'm fucking here too, huh?"
Right.
Yeah, I was like, go off, Wendy.
I cannot stand a person that gaslights you like that because I literally the girl was just sitting there. She brought a gift. She said, "Oh, what happened to your foot?" And then, oh, reasonably shady. If you listen to that podcast, they don't even be talking about stuff like that though.
They talk about themselves
like they say.
I'm with you, Danny.
I mean, I've listened to it just to have my notepad out and just see what I can know about them. But they don't talk about stuff like that. I've only listened to like 2 episodes because it got kind of drawn out. But I just
Yes, you are the person that said you had listened to that podcast. I was like,
I listened to it because when they first brought it out, I just wanted to listen to it. But then when they started telling, like, I think it was like the first 2 episodes, they just started talking about themselves. That's like Robyn used to smoke weed and smoke cigarettes, and she used to be out there with them older men. And then here go Gizelle, she was prim and proper, but then so I don't know.
Not
So
the
they lying.
podcast. Not the podcast. There's a million podcasts I'd rather listen to.
Y'all can go find Reasonably Shady on iTunes if y'all want to support that. What's it called? Reasonably Shady. So they start playing these games, and this is where they ask these questions, right? And so the first one was about, every question was directed at either either Wendy or Karen. The first one was holding a grudge after an apology. That was directed at Karen. Karen was just like, yeah, reasonably, whatever, blah, blah. And then the second one was talk about your friend when they're not around. That was directed at Wendy more so because they feel like Wendy is whack for telling Candace about what Mia said.
Mia's not whack for what she asked, but Wendy's whack for telling
at the same place.
This is another part of gaslighting. It was like, well, you shouldn't have did that at her event. What if they had to throw off her 1-2 step? And I'm like, y'all are trying it because that's not what y'all are saying. Y'all are upset that she went to her. Y'all give a damn. Y'all would have loved for it to mess up her game and mess up more. That's what y'all would have loved to see. But y'all don't care.
Because they really could have blamed it on Wendy instead of, and they still would have blamed Wendy and not Mia.
Exactly.
And they would have shaded Candace even more too. That would.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what they would have wanted. So it's like y'all are not that concerned. But as far as this is when Candace walks in with the little horror scene and the stuff, because I don't know if it was perfectly timed. Her little
I like her top, by the way.
I like the top.
I've been looking for that top for like 3 weeks.
But what did y'all feel about that? And before we talk about it, do y'all think that video shoot, whatever, was low budget?
No, I don't think it was low budget. I think it was
the parking lot scene. It was just the parking lot scene.
I just think it was just it was something that was just new. I don't think I've seen low budget, like Tip Drill was low budget, but no, I don't know.
So I have this to say. When you think of in terms of a video shoot, $10,000 is not a big amount. So I can see people saying it's low budget in that sense. But low budget to me and cheap are two different things. As Cortez said earlier today, when the video came out, it was well put together. I think everybody in the chat earlier agreed that the video came out good. So low budget and cheap are two different things to me. It did have a small budget. But that doesn't mean it was cheap.
She meant it as an insult, like on
that's what I'm saying.
And she was trying to get back to you. You don't even pay credit. Like she was trying to. She was grasping at a bunch of different things. Mia was. So you insult my business and you insult what I'm doing. I'm insulting your mother.
I really want to know who there that was coming expected a video shoot on the level of Atlantic Records production. I just want to know who expected that was coming.
Yeah.
What extra expects to be greeted?
My thing is, it wasn't low budget, but I don't understand what Mia's which part was low budget. Was it because nobody greeted you? Is it because Chris wasn't there? Is it because you wanted to be like, put into us? Like I really didn't understand, and I feel like she just, like you said, grasping at straws just to make up a reason to call that girl shit low budget. And I'm glad you brought that down, Danny, because I agree with that. Like, there's a difference between cheap and low budget. It was a smaller budget. She's a smaller artist, and she's an independent artist
and paying for it herself.
If you look at Cardi B's motherfucking ran down on a bitch twice, that shit looks fucking low budget. That's what we're talking about. She didn't spend a lot of money, but that shit go hard because she was indie and it was rough. So I feel as though for Candace to have that first video, I feel like it was good.
And remember, Beyonce shot 7-Eleven on the iPhone.
And
it still came out good.
This right here, like I agree. Like I understand. Even we talked about in the chat about the low budget versus cheap, but I think that when you take to the account of, you can call me biased, I don't know if I care. You take to the account of, what I'm saying, it being her own money, it being an independent artist, and then you saw the full video. So yes, like I think Darius said it was immature, in some way, or amateur in some ways, whatever. But as you put the whole video together, it was, I don't know what's low budget. I ain't never put together no video, and we ain't seen them put together no videos on the show. So
we saw Ashley put together that video. Ashley did put together that video.
And there hasn't been a housewife with a better video than hers.
Ashley, Monique had a video. I mean, Kim Zolciak, Candace had plethora of videos, and I'm like, so what about other low budget? The way that it was used, I feel like she really had no room to be talking about low budget when, again, she moves pamphlets. to the left.
Like, are we talking about low budget when you mad that you didn't want to pay somebody to come watch your kids and you were mad that your mother wouldn't come watch your kids for free? If we're gonna talk about low budget, let's dig back into all your shit. You sit over here butthurt because your mama wouldn't come watch your kids for free, but she lives with your sister and she watch her kids. Low budget ass.
Mention is coming too from Diva. So you said Mia was right. She came as free talent, but Mia wasn't going to say anything but Candace got mad at her instead of Gizelle, Robyn, and Dorothy. That is not her mom, and those are not her friends. Mia is just a free agent that just should be lucky to have been invited because if you've seen this whole season, she's chosen to not invite Ashley. And I feel like, when you have something, you work towards something, you always have that one person you bring in your house, they're gonna be throwing shade. Like people like that, you just don't want to bring. You don't want to. You got to find out first. Obviously, you find out. It is what it is, but you don't want to have them in your events because it's like they just did a stir mess and cause shit. I guarantee you, if they went up in them places, in them chiropractor places, and started talking about everything else, she would be so upset. I guarantee.
And then to go towards the comment that she just made about her not being mad at Gizelle and Robyn. Remember, it was never brought back to her in the moment that Robyn and Gizelle said anything. It was only brought back to her that it was Mia. Well, and I will say this: in no way was Mia right for falling for Dorothy's bait. Because we have to be honest about one thing here. Dorothy gave Mia a safe space to feel like it was okay to do. For somebody as messy as Mia, she took the bait. Karen said, "Ooh," and Karen knew better. But Mia
is that kind of person. She knew
Mia is that kind of person, and Mia's not her friend. Mia don't really care about the relationship. Karen and her just got in a good place. Karen said, "No, ma'am." But somebody like Mia, who's messy, Dottie created a safe space for her to feel that it's okay to do that.
I want to go back. I just want to touch on that comment real quick in the beginning from Diva. I want to say, yes, she said she got paid and she went on videos and she's been an extra before, and that's what you're supposed to do. But in this instance right here, just like Cortez has us right here, and we're his friends, and he said that this is what we're gonna do. I want to do this. Y'all have been supporting me, and I want to do this. We people like, he just went to a thing himself and things like that. But we're out here being looked at too. We're out here being seen too. So it's a benefit for everybody if you want it that way. I just like doing it. I like talking about the shit. But I'm just saying, like, if you want to be, if you're a friend, you're just like, oh my God, I'm about to do a video. I'm about to do this. Y'all want to come and do this? I thought it was just a fun, lighthearted invitation. Now, if this was like, I need y'all, I need some people to be here. I need some extras. I really need y'all. Then maybe we could talk about paying.
This is a pass.
Then maybe we could talk about giving a fee. But I didn't think it was that type of party.
It was a passive invite. And I feel like, honestly, I don't think Candace really wanted them to be there, but she was like, let's film this. Let's film this part. Because there was other parts of the shoot that they were not invited to.
Right. She didn't. You can't do stuff.
She didn't want them there.
I don't
think she wanted that pressure of people that's just going to do this.
It was a Bravo production thing request in connection with the song that basically she had to have them there in the video in some capacity.
That makes sense
because
because it was filmed and stuff like that. Like it had to happen. So unfortunately, but she could have not had Mia there if she didn't want her because Ashley wasn't there. If she didn't want Mia there, but at that time she had no reason to.
Well, exactly, because she didn't have no reason. I just don't think that it was like a point to be like, you needed to pay me. I needed to be respected. I needed to be greeted. I didn't have no manager looking out for me. I didn't think it was that type of deal. I thought it was just be here. And we're gonna have fun type of thing.
And I saw Diva say that, Mia is her co-worker, not her friend. I agree with that because Mia actually doesn't have any friends on that cast, not even Karen. They do not act like friends, none of them. They're all just co-workers.
No.
Look at you with your bars, Dan.
So with the low budget thing, of course, she says your mama low budget, which I think we all agree that mama's I don't say mama's off limits, but you come from my mama, I'm gonna fight. I get that part.
Right.
However, you also can't be. Me personally, you can't be mad how somebody responds. This cast has a very big issue with that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like not just for her. Like even how they got upset with Wendy later on, how she responded. You can't get upset when you do something to somebody. It don't matter what low you feel. You feel me? Something is low budget of mine. I don't know what I'm gonna say or what I'm gonna
see. I look at it like this. I know I said before that I laugh at Heavenly calling Mariah mama. That Mariah had every right to pop Heavenly too. So let me say this. Candace is so skilled at reading. We all have agreed with that. I really think that you're saying something about somebody's mama is beneath her skill. It's very basic and just slow. Like
Well, hit where it needed to.
I resort to that. But I would resort to that when I have nothing better to say.
Well, Danny, you're a better person than Candace, then, if that's the case. Like, let's just get over it. Like, let me tell you something. You're gonna keep coming up here insulting me, I'm gonna insult you back. If we don't insult, you can't tell me what kind of insult.
But you don't think Mia's such an easy target just looking at her like.
You know what? If you watch the after show, she said that there was so many things I wanted to say, but at that moment, this was she felt like that's what she wanted to say just because the other things were worse. I don't know if this is her bluffing the talk. I'm not sure, but that's what she said in the after show because they was obviously the after show. They was asking her, like, you know, your mama. Everybody on the cast on the after show said that there was too low, too deep, and she was just like, you know, whatever it is, but you know, there was more I wanted to say. I think she could have said more, but I think for her it's relevant. Like. I mean, unfortunately, she's having mother issues. I mean,
but then we go back to this though. Is it relevant or did Candace not know?
Huh?
Candace didn't know.
That's what I'm saying.
She didn't know. I
think we'll find out in the reunion.
I think we'll find out in the reunion. But I mean, maybe she didn't know, and it just happened to hit close to home at that time.
Well, production will let us know if it was ever talked about.
Yeah, in the after show, they asked her. She said she didn't know. A scholar said she didn't know. I mean, Ashley insinuated that she did know, but Ashley gonna do anything.
How did Ashley know? Ashley, how do you know what Candace knows?
I will say this. I will believe a scholar because a scholar has shown me she will call you out even if you're her friend. So I believe a scholar still would have told Candace, girl, you're wrong. If you knew about that, you're wrong.
If she knew about it, but because they didn't know about it, I don't think.
If they didn't know, if they didn't know her situation with her mother, they wouldn't think it was low. They would.
But at the end of the day, if Candace is spending her own money. And y'all always go at her saying she's spoiled and stuff like that, then calling her production would be too low of a blow as well.
Y'all know how I feel about people talking about mamas, and y'all know I love Candace, but like I said in the group meet, you know what I'm saying? Love them mama shit and then shit don't. Anyway, I would have beat her up. You know what I'm saying? I love Candace. You know, I love you, Candace. But my mom's deceased, and I would have probably popped you, and it would have been like reaction, like pop, you know what I'm saying? Woo, sorry. Yeah. But it wouldn't have been like, you know, I wouldn't have wanted
and Mia
to.
Got
I don't
big
really want to resort to violence because I can fight.
And that's what it is. Maybe that's what she did, but she didn't. You know what I'm saying?
But Mia likes touching people too, because Mia didn't put her hands in people's faces.
Wendy said
Mia is a provoker.
I don't like
that. She is a provoker, and I feel like she wants somebody to hit her.
She does.
She's waiting on it.
She's
especially with Wendy. Like she knows that Wendy is maybe the closest to want to pop her. I really hope that she doesn't give her that.
Isn't this her second time inviting Wendy's face? Invading Wendy's face. She said something about her face.
As if Wendy's like the first time when they was at the little baby thing, pamper party. Wendy was sitting there first, and she did all that, and she told her to move, and she told her to move just now. Then touched her again, and she told her not to touch her. Like
it's
boundaries that she crossed.
People like her, you gotta. That's a problem. She wants to get hit, and when I say want to get hit, like she wants it so she can. Oh my God, my face pimples fell off or whatever she got. I
don't know. So we saying the scholar's not an angel. Nobody call her angel, but at the very end of the day, Mia overtalks a lot of people, and the scholar does not say much. So when she speaks, she wants to say it out. She wants to finish her thought. Yeah. So in that moment, I feel like she was coming for a scholar, and she had to say, "Honey, you need to keep it cute over there." So.
Cool. Are you talking about the
Mia did? Was she told you I'm going to be a mediator?
At the beginning of the season, she literally looks at her like a little girl or something, or like she was talking to her like, why is she speaking? Like, why are you speaking? I mean,
she's the only person on the cast that she thinks she's better than because the scholar's just a friend of the show.
But at moment, I mean, at that time, could they tell that? I mean, we don't know how many scenes she filmed. You know what I'm saying? Like she told Scholar at the beginning of the season, get with the winning team. Girl, you're not on any team. Like,
and then remember she came for, well, how many businesses do you own? Girl.
She's not even verified on Instagram or Twitter. Like, girl, shut up.
I said that. Worry about getting verified. I'm not a fan. She don't have enough followers yet.
Mia is off the table for me.
At first she used to make me giggle just a little bit. but I can't rock with how she crosses boundaries. I can't rock with how she disrespects, because regardless of how people feel about Candace, her talking to her mama was out of line. Now I don't tolerate nobody talking about my mama, but in that moment I would have just kept my mouth closed because it wasn't none of my business. It would have been none of my business.
I would have respected.
Because that's
you're
something I
not
feel like if
messy.
you gonna talk to,
you know what?
talk to
But
my mama
maybe
and say
talk about it
something
later with
then I can cuss you out.
Talking later with the group, I don't think she should just listen and be like, "Oh, okay, mama died," and then the next day,
she studied to show
girl,
she's
did
trying to
you
be
know?
messy. Period. She studied to show she's trying
you
to
know
be
what?
messy.
I feel like we have Gizelle, and we know Gizelle. She's like trying to really take Gizelle's spot in a sense of like overly messy, and we should be okay. And it's like, girl,
No.
Gizelle is pretty.
I have to say one thing. As much
Oh my God.
as,
Oh my God.
as much as I dislike Gizelle, I will take Gizelle over Mia any day.
Any day.
Because Gizelle likes being talked about. Like, let's be clear. Like, Gizelle loves being shaded by Candace.
And Gizelle will give you a face like when you catch her.
And Gizelle's
like
using
Wendy
Mia
said,
like a little puppet. Anyway, she making Mia say all the stuff that she really want to say, and then just making her get cussed out for it and make her look like a clown.
Yeah.
A buffoon. And what I used to call her, a nincompoop.
Not nincompoop. Okay, so then after that, we move on, child. Ashley got involved here. If I say Ashley has nothing going on, Ashley
tried.
She literally tried to make fetch happen by saying, "Well, if I was there, I would." And she was like, "Were you there, beloved?" No, like, girl, shut up.
Next story.
Always want like something with her.
She gathered. It's like Ashley, like she.
For her long
at
face.
this point, people can say that Candace is obsessed with Ashley, but Ashley really be trying to insert anything with Candace.
And Wendy, but definitely Candace.
Yeah.
So she tries to play fence with Wendy, like she's on her side, but she's not. But she's really she aligns with Robyn and Gizelle completely. If you watch the after show chat, she on everything they say. Everything they say. Everything. But she did say that I do like how when Candace said that supporting me is not asking about my money, Gizelle nodded. And do y'all feel like, because Mia was saying that she was there to support, blah, 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 do you feel like she really was there to support, or was it just shade? Because I honestly would take it better if Mia just says, okay, girl, I was being shady, but she's playing the fence of, I wasn't being shady. I was looking out for you. Like, well, somebody should agree to me. They don't go together. I'm sorry. They go together.
See, if I was Mia, I would have simply said, girl, it probably was shady, but girl, talk to your mother too, because she was volunteering.
I would have said that too.
That's what I would have
said. Talk to your mother or something like you need to.
Because Dot went from person to person to person. She wanted.
Listen, Dot came on. You know, somebody did say it looks like Candace was surprised that that Dot was there. It seemed like she wasn't supposed to be there.
Well, she said you finagled your way into the video shoot.
Because she wasn't dressed for, I don't know what video shoot. Maybe she looked like I don't know.
For a Patti LaBelle video.
The nagging mother. Oh. She was there to nag her. Like black mamas do. Like, I don't know.
She could have been to the side. I mean, like I said earlier, like, I do have respect for people's mamas, because like you said, Cortez in the group, if Mama Joyce is still standing without being called a B word or being knocked on her teeth, then I feel as though that, you know, people can respect people's mamas now. I do think that Candace needs to check her mama like in a respectful way.
That.
Yeah, but
see,
also,
I guess I look at it different. You can check your parent without checking them. You can say, "Hey, can you not do that? That's real."
It's too hard.
You can speak nicely.
It's too
I really
hard.
think she's scared of. As much she's scared of that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm scared of my mama. Like,
yes,
my mama did the same thing. I'd have been like,
well,
she just talking about me now. Y'all got some ammo against me because my mama don't like
Dot.
me.
She know Dot did not forget.
Like,
I just feel like their relationship is already to a point where I just think they just know each other, and she know what her mama gonna do. So
it's just
hopefully when she saw this back, then she'll make some adjustments with them.
And talking about Chris like that, you're embarrassing your daughter.
No, that is.
She talks to
So with this same topic, you know, did you catch when Robyn was like, you know, I've been there before. I've been on one's payroll. That's okay. You know, and that, you know, this cast. Gizelle, Robyn, Ashley, they feel like if they've been through something and they okay with it, everybody else should be okay with it if it happens to them personally.
I love that.
That was a damn AK mirror, but she know.
I thought I was like, did something happen that I didn't know? I thought she had crossed or something.
Did y'all catch when Gizelle said, well, it was kind of low budget and they panned to her house
Yes. She was like, well, it was in a parking lot. And it's like, well, we in
the parking lot. It wasn't high
Yeah.
budget. I'm like, what's high budget? Because it's not what y'all sitting in. Y'all in the parking lot.
It's sad. She got
I
more
don't know
drive.
how they're gonna say it's low budget. They only saw one scene of the whole damn thing.
Gizelle got more driveway than house.
Hey, man,
I don't know where they
she
were.
gonna have more house than driveway at some point. She just piecing together bit by bit. It's like I feel like what she's doing is buying those, them pre-built houses that they just deliver to your house.
Oh, the tiny houses.
Yeah, and they just attach it. I think they just keep attaching little pieces of house
and carver doors.
Not the way they damn building, honey. She done been in that house for 3 damn years.
They take a piece of houses and building additions, but she literally buying like many houses that are already built and then attaching them to them.
It's like Sims. Y'all play
and I'm gonna tell y'all this too.
It is like
Sims. Production went to her construction workers and said, "We need y'all to make extra noise without Gizelle even knowing."
Yeah.
They went to them and told them, drive wrong, drive over these boards.
Drive over the boards.
Right.
I was dying.
Oh, yes. Those stairs, the stairs that were just in the backyard, like out of nowhere. There was the staircase to heaven.
To heaven.
Lord Jesus.
I just don't understand why Gizelle would even have all that mouth with and then brought them there to look at that with their own fresh eyes. That's crazy.
This last part, y'all. This last part, which is like the biggest part. I do want to. My favorite part of the whole episode, honestly, was all the moments that Karen was having for the
hallucinations
from the hallucinations from the vaccines. That was I literally was laughing out loud on the plane because everything was just like, I did have the vaccine. I did kind of feel like that.
You feel like that?
It was some good. There was some good moments, and her faces, everything was just intensified. And if you really pay attention, she really was losing it. Really, I mean, you listen to she wasn't listening no more. She was just getting frustrated. Her arm, everything was just confusing to her. And I was like,
she was acting like drunk Karen.
Yeah,
she was.
That's why she done bust.
And there were gnats. They kept doing it like it was gnats. If you notice the whole episode, people
like, she had beat that arm up.
And no, she had one in her mouth. Did you see?
She did have one in her mouth. Disgusting.
That means so Gizelle didn't even have a citronella candle lit.
Oh,
she could have. Child, they got to put some olive before you go over there, child.
We got now. That'll be the third candle here. Now we can't have too many candles.
Gizelle's net killer.
Lord Jesus, that's what happens when you have events in your parking lot.
Yeah, by water and just random grass and chalk and dust.
And you live in the woods. We thought
it definitely was
the house was in a ditch.
Well, Diva.
So notice how they passed she passed the mic over to Robyn for the last question, which was concerned about dramatic changes to a friend's appearance after cheating rumors.
She was such a coward for that. You asked every other question.
But when when Robyn said it, she was kind of like the way she was saying it was like, dramatic changes emerges. And it was just like, girl,
I feel like Robyn didn't know the question.
Huh?
You think so?
Robyn would look surprised when she was reading the question and didn't want to read it. I feel like Gizelle set her
seemed off for her.
Yeah, I don't feel like Robyn wanted to.
She's over it probably. And I really think what Gizelle was hoping would happen is that they would cut the part that she was like, I'm gonna have Robyn do this. And it was just gonna be Robyn asking the questions. So
they would have got it even if she would have whispered and said, do this. They would have still got it.
Yeah.
They don't play. She know that. But
I'm not defending Robyn, but Robyn looks surprised.
Wendy with the it would be reasonable if it was the same from the blogs. So she had an STD. I was like, oh,
that was my favorite part.
She was like, I didn't say she had a hot box.
Yeah, she was like from this. She was like, it'd be reasonable but it was reported from the same blog that said you had an STD.
Yeah,
and Candace was like,
Candace fell out.
What my dream reaction?
Does that make sense though? Does that not make sense? If that's not true and y'all not bothered by it, why should I be bothered by it?
Yeah.
But my dream reaction of Wendy, and this would have been turn that paddle to the side that say reasonable and pop them both with it on that side. That would have been my dream reaction.
You saw me, it was like, this is some sorority ass shit looking at the paddle.
Yeah, she can't read.
Yeah, she didn't call it low budget though. I don't even know it was.
Didn't call that low budget, but called the damn video shoot. She ain't never did a video in her life, didn't call it low budget.
All they missing was carnival food. That's all they was missing was carnival food.
Man,
because that was
I just feel like that was antagonizing Wendy.
Popcorn.
Right. I don't know why you waste your time with a charcuterie board. You could just have popcorn and cotton candy and turkey.
Gizelle already owned the clown car.
Brooke said
inside her house looked like a clown. She just moved the furniture from inside to outside. Like if we really being honest, she didn't do much. She didn't.
That show
so
was
yeah. So
furniture.
Wendy
That's
was definitely bothered by it, like Brooke said.
Yeah,
but I
she didn't act
too.
unbothered.
Because first of all,
unbothered.
every scene was an attack at Wendy, and then this is where the gaslighting like intensified. And honestly, like I can't. What Robyn? It was giving me white woman talking to a black woman because Robyn was like, "Why are you getting so angry? Why are you getting so aggressive?" I'm like, "You're the one getting angry." You know,
Robyn was louder than her.
Robyn does not know how to have a conversation. She typically gets so frustrated and say, "You know what? Fuck you." It's like, girl,
strong.
I just can't get through to you, girl. Shut the fuck up. I am so sick of her.
Oh my god, that moment was. It wasn't cringy, but I was like, because when she responded to Gizelle and said, "I wasn't talking to your ass. I already dealt with your ass in Williamsburg." I was like, ooh. This is her house, but this is her parking lot.
This is
I actually felt like it was Robyn being upset that even though Wendy was bothered, Wendy wasn't losing her temper, her cool, and that I think that bothered Robyn.
Yeah,
because they want what they want to do is to be able to call Wendy aggressive again, and she's not giving them that. If I'm being honest, they want to be able to. Oh, you're just so aggressive. So she's literally not giving them aggressive. She's giving them. She's giving them Ivy League reads. Like she's giving them Ivy League, and they're not even that bad. Your luggage is coming. Like shit. Like you set yourself up for the okie doke. Stop doing it.
I will tell you one thing I did love. That when Gizelle told her you can leave, Wendy sat right there and finished reading them.
She did. She did.
I hate that.
Well,
I hate that
where she gonna go?
doing that to her.
I mean, first of all, she got to move out of the damn car. She was like number 2, so she got to move the car.
Baby, and that child ruined Candace's rim.
There was no valet, so why was it
scratched her rim?
Looking for the valet over there.
Wendy was like, "All right, well, I'll be Ashley, and I won't leave when you want me to go."
Whoa, period.
Well, Ashley left, and then she came back in. So, technically. But yes, I do agree. Robyn's Caucasian side was jumping in and out.
Oh, Giannis, are you talking about the Caucasian side? She didn't even know was there.
Guarantees, and you know, I just with Robyn, like the way that my thing is, I feel like her and Wendy could have been okay. The issue was really with Gizelle. Even if you watch the after show, and I keep mentioning it, Gizelle was like, "Why would she go after Robyn? Like Robyn hadn't did anything to her." Actually, Robyn is the one that's actually doing the most now, because every time she's talking to Gizelle, Robyn.
But that was
out.
Rachel Gizelle.
That's Gizelle playing victim right there too. Gizelle was projecting. Gizelle set Robyn up
because why? That's just like a classic. Like I don't know if it's narcissist. I don't know what it is, but you get mad at somebody for doing something to you, and then they get mad at you for being mad. And I just can't believe I cannot.
That is literally Ashley, Robyn, and Gizelle. Like.
Get mad because you mad. It's just like, do I not have? Am I not warranted in this reaction or feeling like this? Like she had every reason to be bothered, and y'all keep bringing it up, even though y'all said y'all squashed it. But now y'all got this reasonably shady game, and you bring it up again. Like how many degrees she got? She got 4. Yeah. She not slow. She know what motherfuckers is talking about her. So it's just like, man, I cannot stand this new Robyn. I can't stand
Robyn ended up having the reaction that she wanted Wendy to have.
All right. She got mad at herself. It's like, girl,
and this is the second time Robyn has had that reaction.
Baby, when Wendy said
3 times.
I hope.
Oh yeah,
to see Ray. I hope to see Chris. I hope to see Michael. Here, Candace. I don't.
No, I
don't. She did. She said, "I hope not."
Yeah.
Snaps for that one, Candace, because don't nobody want to see.
She slid it in.
I'm glad he's not really been on the show. But I would just point.
And then when she turned to Gizelle and thing, your luggage will be there.
She said the pack.
She just
your luggage. She said, "Yep, the pack." Your luggage.
But you know what? They said that. Do you know how hypocritical they was with that? They basically said that, and Ashley chimed in on the after show. She said that invite from Wendy to them was rude. It wasn't inviting. And I'm like, now what about this invite? You said that about the haters. Now, how you think that's appropriate? But at least the after show is a key. Like they are really on there being.
I need to watch it. I never watch it.
I watched it.
I didn't watch this one, but I usually watch it.
Please go watch this. Watch the last few because I be like, what?
And it's on YouTube.
Yes, on YouTube. Just type in after show for that episode.
Okay.
Or you can go on Bravo.
Bravo.
Too. They have
Bravo.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Okay.
They show it in little clips on Bravo, and YouTube is like one long one.
This
because sometimes I don't be wanting to see the ones when they just have like Ashley and Mia talking. I'll be like, okay, I could just skip that one. That's why I do.
You should watch all of it. You get a good perspective. But this coming right here, I wanted to mention from Charles. He said that they want to get Wendy out like they did Monique. And when Gizelle and Robyn stop liking somebody, they attack them every chance they get. They did play.
I agree with that.
I agree, but you know what I said today? I think that Monique can learn a few things from Wendy because Wendy picked up a little soon on how to handle them without getting letting them really get under her skin. And so hopefully, if Monique ever came back, maybe she would, Kiki would, what's her name? If you haven't seen, she been kikiing with Mia, but Mia won't friends for everybody, child. That ain't even
like you said, the wind blow.
But she's been kikiing with Mia, making every time Mia makes fun of Candace. So I mean,
you basically
she's using.
I don't like that, and
it's so whack. Monique is so whack. I'm sorry, I'm not.
I'm gonna say that double down.
Well, I don't think she's whack, but we're not gonna argue right now.
She's whack. She's whack sauce. She's whack for whacking with Mia. And Mia's whack too. Some whack ass hoes. Sorry.
She's whack.
Well,
I'm gonna say I don't like her talking to Mia. I would agree with that, but she's not
whack.
Yeah, and of course, we talked about it, Skylar and Mia. I mean, I don't think she was calling her a hoe. I think she was saying like with your punk ass, but instead of punk, it's with your hoe ass. Not.
I don't care how she.
Skylar said that.
Yeah, she
with
said
your hoe ass.
With your hoe ass.
But I don't think it was a hoe like you. I think it was like with your punk ass, like punk ass hoe. Like we
I'm gonna let her.
When I say hoe,
I'm gonna let her say what she said though.
Yo, no, I don't mind. And I'm not saying she don't angel, but that girl been coming at her the whole season, even outside on Twitter world, still coming for her. Like they don't. It is what it is. So hopefully, a Scholar's actually reunion. I think she will definitely because Mia gonna be against everybody at this point. Mia has come for everybody
except Karen
and Ashley.
Yeah.
Ashley not around to do much, so.
Well, Ashley, I just want to put out there that Ashley's hair was dry on this last episode, and I could not just let that pass because remember that because I just felt the way when she said that to Candace because I just didn't like that, but her hair was real dry. She had some gray in there too, so I just feel like I'm just putting that out there.
I guess maybe for me, I never expect nothing from Ashley in the looks department, so.
Nobody. But you know what? But at first she used to at least give a little bit of something. This is why I say when you come on the show, if this was like when Portia had her baby, she snapped back. Ashley had them babies. She's like, "Oh, I got kids now, girl. I'm good. I can just put on anything." She's skinny now. And it's
them placenta pills blew her up some more.
She's skinny now, but she wasn't skinny while filming. So.
Let me tell you one thing.
Now she wide face.
She got bothered with that wide body comment because she had been on the Instagram and TikTok tour trying to show y'all she not wide.
And we don't care because
you still got a wide face and you shaped like Drew Sidora. So
no, her face looked like
Jazz. Stop playing with us.
She looked like her face is like a cone head.
Wait a minute. So I'm seeing a couple names that I saw. It's funny. Yanni said a scholar cleared Teddy Perkins at her feet. Somebody called us Mina. They called her China. I saw somebody called. I saw some names.
I call her Slewfoot. So.
They call her China.
They said she was the big La Cienega from Proud Family. You know how La Cienega had big feet.
And she better come from Gizelle, who talked about her feet and hands.
They sure did call her Black China.
No, not Black China, the White China.
I call her
the
Black
White China. Like
they call her.
I think she passed
the Black White China.
That's or Xena. She look like Xena the Warrior Princess, like big.
Oh Lord,
like she like a softball. But then
we was offensive because we were offended because she got called handsome.
Yeah.
What?
The last part of the episode I thought was really cute too. That the fact that they've been, Grace has had more of a storyline than Ashley. This whole Grace storyline was she couldn't get her license.
Well, Grace really got more of a storyline than Gizelle.
Yeah.
Giselle she's intertwined.
No, Gizelle is just thread, but
Grace
got more of a storyline.
She couldn't get a license. She was trying to learn how to drive. She finally drove. That's a whole storyline complete.
She messed up somebody's car in the process, but not that little Gucci mobile.
Candace was hot. You could see it in her face. She was hot.
Yeah. She's
girl,
Gizelle.
Gizelle was like, girl, I just put this money down to get this back in this house fixed. How am I gonna get this tie fixed?
This is honey with this low budget.
Let's see if they
spent
could.
some money on it.
Let's see if they could turn the spiral staircase into a rim. Cause
Baby, I don't know what those staircases are gonna lead to, but I hope it is to some
gonna be a
peace, some
balcony.
prosperity, and some type.
it better be into a tree.
Cohesive
'Cause-
house.
So the sad part about the spiral
my
staircase is I love spiral staircases, and I just went to a venue that had them, and they had doubles. And so when I saw it in her backyard, I was like, oh.
It
Okay,
gave me
never mind.
Giselle was driving by and saw that on the ground and told them men to load it in their truck and bring it to the house.
Definitely
Bring
gave.
that.
Oh my
Bring
God.
that. Is it free?
It's just sitting in the middle of nowhere,
Just
like
sitting.
it's just stairs, and then the house is over here.
Yeah.
And she not gonna buy that. She not gonna buy that
It
first.
was a lot of business.
No.
stairway.
And that's
The
why I
house
said it was
all the
like
way over here. The
Sims.
stairs was all the way over here. It's like, girl, what are you gonna have? Like a bridge? I was confused.
Maybe Wayfair
It's gonna
had
be a
sale.
balcony. It's gonna be a balcony.
Hell no.
Baby, that balcony
That's
gonna
why-
fall.
That's why I said it was just like Sims. You could just put a damn swimming pool out there. So you could just do anything you want. Put a Sims. You can put a staircase out there and just walk up there and stand and Sims. So that's why I just thought it
Not
was
just
just so
walk up
much.
and say.
Okay, we got one person to join because we actually working with the thing. But this was a good episode, so I didn't mind talking about a lot more. Because there's a lot to cover, child. If there's anything anybody want to ask in the comments, you can ask it now.
Let me check
I
my
put the
phone.
link to. We got one person to join, and I believe. Oh, picture wise, it's Kyra. I thought, who is this?
Come on,
What's the
Kyra.
link,
Okay,
Kyra?
I'm trying to figure out what I want to use on YouTube, so that's why I'm being weird. Anyway, first of all, I've been rewatching.
Happy Monday to you too.
Oh yes, happy Monday. I miss all of you. I've been rewatching season 3. Ashley's hair has always been dry unless she's in a confessional. Okay, she thinks them 3B, 3C hair don't need hydration, and I'm letting you know they do. Anyway, I think for Candace, it was a basic your mama joke. I'm not gonna give her flack for that. It's a basic your mama joke, which leads me to the whole point of Mia, don't insert your nose into people's business that you don't know. Because since you two don't know each other, when she comes and claps back for you, she doesn't know what's below the belt or not. That doesn't mean it's necessarily gonna stop her, but if she does it, then at least you can come for her because you know she knows. Right now, we've never seen them interact with one another. And a low budget comment, I find, again, I'm tired of her nouveau riche. Yes, your husband owns a couple franchises of a joint chiropractic. You were managing them, great for you, but don't act like you weren't probably, no. You weren't
She's
on
on
the stripper
G's
pole.
payroll.
Yes. And don't act like you were not on the stripper pole not that long ago. So please stop acting like you can ask your mom for a $250,000 wedding like Candace, okay? Candace is calling.
Wow. No.
I'm just saying this because I've been watching since season 3, and I'm thinking about doing a talk in colorism and the wealth talks, especially in Potomac, because I think it's an interesting conversation. Because I'm like, Candace is the only one whose parents can give her $250,000 for a wedding, but y'all are upset that y'all always
And
coming
that's
for
what
her.
Mia makes a year. BT Dubs.
Yes, I'm just, for me personally, like, I
said
think
it.
you
She
should
said it.
step back off. Step back off with your fake candles that you stole from a French philanthropist that was for a women's movement, even though you're supposed to be about women's empowerment. You stole those candles from the women's movement. Those candles have been in Vogue and Harper's Bazaar, and you act like you did it. He sent you a cease and desist, and then you change the little, the comments or whatever it is on Instagram. She's a thief. She's a liar. I don't like her.
Talk your shit. No.
Right.
That's what I have to say.
Damn.
That's what I have to say. Oh, and Robyn is Karen. Robyn is Karen.
We're gonna let you go. Thank you for leading and giving what you had to say for today. And we're gonna see you, I guess, either Wednesday or next Sunday or next Monday.
No, we're gonna see Kyra Wednesday.
Probably.
Yeah, y'all gonna see her Wednesday. I might call in Wednesday.
Wednesday, but Step Child, I see
Oh,
you.
God, look, I might call in on Wednesday.
All right, boo.
Bye.
Bye, Kyra.
Okay.
Before we lean out, I wanted to give predictions for next week because Danny, the clip connoisseur, sent the clip that with the salad. So it was revealed that apparently there was a little flick of lettuce thrown on the table on next week's episode, and so they're saying that that's the reason why the salad was thrown for Mia. And blah blah blah.
No, the salad. When she said low budget mama again, that's when she threw the salad, which was if I would have threw it too, along with the plate. But
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It didn't do any harm. Who cares?
Yeah, that's true.
It's salad.
But I saw a couple of things next week. I mean, it seems like Gizelle and Robyn don't go, which I'm kind of upset. I wish they would have won. I really wish they would have won.
I could do without them for an episode.
But they would have won as a couple, and it would have just furthered the joke.
They could have won as a couple.
But I mean, she could have won.
They might be a couple, and they just don't want to say.
No, y'all know Robyn use a strap on. Come on now.
The way Robyn defends her has made me wonder.
You would think.
Yeah. Not you would think. It's kind of known.
Not what Candy say. Not they bump the coochies. So I don't know.
But I think it's really interesting because you got all the husbands. You get to see G, which is Mia's husband, and then because I don't think we've ever really seen G's husband or Ascala's husband.
I don't know, but G was looking to be cringy in that episode.
He looks very like
he look drunk.
Hey,
Hey Eddie.
But I really wish Robyn was going because I wish Juan was there, and it seems like Michael doesn't go. It seems like it's just Ashley, and I'm like, why did you let her go places? Housewives. Huh? It's just my thing is she can go to everything as far as like sometimes she got a babysitter. Sometimes
Michael want to stay home with the nanny.
Michael my God.
Home with the nanny.
There it is, Danny.
Damn, Danny, you be dropping bars all episode, huh?
My bad. I didn't know.
I'm tired. I think Michael is just tired of being like in the light, in the drama. He just I'm gonna take some step back. But I mean, he comes back obviously because he gets into it with Chris at the wedding, which they hate each other too. So it's perfect. The husbands, the wives hate each other. It's just like hate. But you know why.
At least we get to see interact. The new husbands interact.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to see a
That's
Skylar
what I'm looking forward to.
I want to see. Well, all of them are fairly new at this point, except for Chris.
Ray went, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Ray went.
Oh yeah, right. Ray did go.
Did Ray go? Because I thought I saw just Karen and Ashley.
I don't remember seeing Ray. Yeah,
I thought because that's when Ashley was in the car and Karen was talking to each other on the way there.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. Like the litter of husbands we will get probably is way better than the litter of husbands we had before, minus Juan, but he's not a husband, so.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's
wow.
He's a fiance ex-husband. Remember, that's what she introduced him. Fiance ex-husband.
This is how you really feel about my relationship.
Yeah, bitch. That's how we feel. Like it's not there. Duh.
But she literally said that. She like, now I know how Wendy really feels. Now you know how we all feel.
All feel.
That's what it is. That's what you feel.
You know who else had dry hair?
Who?
Robyn last night on Watch What Happens Live.
Oh, she looked like Elvira.
Robyn.
It was terrible.
They use Aquanet on the hair. That's the hairspray that was used.
I need to watch it.
She looked like somebody from Adam's family.
She looked like what's the rock star that keeps his hair like that?
Cindy Lauper. What is it?
Not Cindy. It's a guy.
Oh, Kiss.
When we said kiss at the same time.
One of them.
Who I know? Somebody.
He looked like her name would have been Juan.
Oh my God.
Don Juan.
No.
Don Juan.
Not Don Juan.
Are y'all saying that Robyn gives off masculine energy?
No, that's Mia. I'm sorry.
No, Mia gives off masculine face. Robyn gives off masculine energy.
Another thing.
Mia's face is horrible.
Robyn.
I mean, sorry.
Robyn.
The skin.
In Virginia, Robyn patted her cooch.
Oh,
and this one, she had to pull the shorts out her cooch when she got up.
David Bowie. That's what I was talking
about.
Like
David Bowie. Oh, okay.
We're not talking about that coochie cat no more, coochie crack, whatever.
Them shorts was all up in there. When she stood up to walk Grace to that car, she had to pull them out.
Oh. Well, they was all
in that case
down for a while.
It's time to lean out.
I think we're gonna get ready to lean out.
We didn't give our predictions.
Huh? What predictions?
We didn't give
the
next episode.
Go ahead. You can talk about everything else. What's your predictions? Go ahead, Ace. What's your predictions?
I predict the salad's gonna be tossed. Now, I predict that we're gonna see G or what's his name, Gordon. We're gonna actually figure out if he's perverted or not, or if he was just like super drunk. And then we're going to see the salad toss, of course. I think that we're going to get what's Rachel Dolezal and Gizelle. We're going to get them we're going to see them upset filming at home because we usually see Ashley filming away and them there. So it's gonna flip where we're gonna see them two like filming on their own, kind of upset, talking shit, and Ashley being there.
Trying to act unbothered that they're not there, but they really bothered and want to be
very
there.
bothered. I do think that there we'll see that nasty old, like Antonio just said, he's gonna look Mia's husband's gonna look like a nasty old man, and then we're gonna see basically the big old salad toss or whatever. I'm happy to see the men interact, and I also feel like a scholar. I feel like with Robyn and Gizelle gone, that they will have not the chance to gang up, but the chance to maybe put Mia in a corner, you know. So we'll see that.
Off top real quick, I said this on Twitter. I love so much how a scholar never goes anywhere empty-handed to someone's house.
Mm-hmm.
A scholar has class. She show up to somebody's house every time with a bottle that is not cheap.
Yeah.
That 1942 cost more than Giselle's COVID testing site.
Oh, wow. Diva actually, she does actually cry. I remember seeing in the preview. Y'all know one thing she gonna do is cry. Y'all know, and I don't. What I'm more interested in seeing next week, as far as predictions wise, I really want to see because you see obviously what leads up is like the slick comments from Candace, and then you see Mia saying like I'm gonna find with my some friends, not these broke ass bitches. And stuff
she
like
talked
that.
about more than just she was preparing everybody in that moment. So I want to see who else chimes in.
I want to see like the whole lead up because I mean, they obviously this point the last beef of the season is them two. You know what I'm saying? Everything else has kind of been like we know how it's gonna stand. So I'm curious to see what happens. Candace does cry, and it looks like maybe Mia may cry too. I think she may get emotional because of it being the mother stuff. But the husbands get involved. I think the husbands actually were not in the house when they threw the salad. I think they were like coming back.
Yeah, because they had to go get him and say some salads.
Yeah, that's why she said, "Where's your pimp?
Yeah,
where's your pimp?"
Right. So it's gonna be a good episode. They probably gonna hype it up, and they probably gonna say to be continued. I'll be like, God damn it!
Right.
How many more episodes do we have left? Do we know?
I don't know. I mean, Beverly Hills is on fucking 19 or 20.
Damn.
And they did mid-season trailer after 8 episodes for Potomac, so. I would be okay with like 4 more. I mean, at this point, get him in, get him out. We don't need to drag it out. Beverly Hills is good, but it's just kind of dragging out.
Oh, and we're gonna have 4 episodes of the reunion to review for Beverly Hills. Lord have mercy.
I feel like if Mia cries, that it cancels out. Candace cries, so it don't count.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
If they both cry, don't
Ascala
count.
does bring great fashions, Diva.
So.
Ascala is she's
yes,
and she's very pretty.
Yeah,
I feel like Wendy, Ascala, and Candace are giving us better fashions.
I did see a comment that people said that they need to give Candace's belt put on payroll. They said
the Gucci belt?
She always wearing that Gucci belt.
She does always wear the Gucci belt. She always wears the Gucci belt, and she always got a napkin.
I thought it was cute with the outfit yesterday. The outfit.
It's cute with a lot of cute. I think that's the point.
Yeah, she always wears. If you see
it's
Candace,
real cute.
You see Candace with a napkin and a Gucci belt.
Yeah,
and I still fuck with her.
So Andy is getting their reunion. I believe is if it's not next week, it's in the next 2 weeks. They film it. So we close to after they probably get like 16 episodes. They probably won't get as many as Beverly Hills because
and not that I like this woman, but you know Nicki Minaj did co-sign Ascala, said she did the right thing.
Oh, she
Nicki Minaj lived for Ascala because at first Nicki was like all Ascala do was this, and then she came back. So Ascala's cool. I actually met her at the party. And I had some conversations with her, took pictures, but she's a really cool, fun girl. I think if she comes next season and she's like full time, there'll be some more fresh, young energy. But
I hope she comes full season.
We will have her, Ashley, Candace, and Wendy.
Ashley's old. She may be younger in age. She is old.
Well, you're right. So then we'll have Ascala, Wendy, and Candace as the little young birds.
Yeah. Do y'all want Nikki to host? Then we gonna leave now?
No.
Okay, me neither. So
on
that note, we're gonna get out of here. Thank y'all for watching. It was a little longer today because obviously a longer episode. Thank you, Asia. Thank you, Jazz. Thank you, Danny, Antonio, Belinda, Diva, Brooke, Goddess, Kristen,
Kyra,
bed, honey. Everybody, Kyra. Everybody's been in the chat. Thank y'all for tuning in. Of course, Wednesday is for Beverly Hills. We didn't do Salt Lake City this past Sunday because I was out of town and I was drunk from Candace's little party. No lie. So we'll be back on that. We'll double recap on Sunday. Check out the shows and y'all have a good rest of y'all Lovely, lovely, lovely. Monday
Bye.
night. Good night.
Good night.